It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. It's icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out, icydk.blog. We're going to get this started off with your girl Cardi B. Big Barty, a.k.a. the Empress. So she did a concert in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It was kind of a dress rehearsal for her upcoming European tour. Now, doing a lot of analytics and research, they came up with that venue because they said the crowd was more likely the crowd that would mimic her type of crowd and during her European tour, and it was kind of like a dress rehearsal. They're going to, do this show, this routine, or whatever, on the European tour. Now it was a private concert / dress rehearsal. Now I heard the venue was around 3,000 people. Now there's a lot of false stuff going around, like it was only 15 people there. That's just ridiculous. Now, I spoke to someone who was there because I wanted to get, my finger on the pulse of it since I was not there. And they said that the venue did not have 30 people there. The venue was pretty much packed. Right? So, and you also have to remember, people buy tickets and then all of a sudden they don't show up. People do it all the time. So you could not buy tickets online. So the tickets were sold out. But I'm sure, like every concert, not everyone's going to show up. That's silly. But from judging from the person I spoke to, they said she performed very well. She sounded great, looked great. She said the energy was there. The crowd was giving energy. They said their voice is gone. And the Cardi at one point took her lace front off and threw it into the crowd. So it was a camera free and phone free, so you couldn't use your phone. All right, so and a couple of tweets, people are saying I'm jealous. Everybody tweeting how good the concert was, and I'm in my feelings. Cardi B, when you coming to Nashville? All right, there's a couple of people. I really wanted to go to that Cardi B concert, but you can't bring your phone in. Right, so a lot of people were saying that the concert was great and her energy was great. Bro, I cannot wait. Cardi B concert was 1,000 out of 10. Right, so seems like the people were satisfied. Let's see here. Now, judging from what this person told me, she came out, she did the intro, she did Get Up 10. Let's see what else. She did Press, Money Bag, Motorsport. I'm sure part of Motorsport, and Hot Shit, the new single, was on the set list after Finesse, right before Up. So she did Hot Shit, Up, Party at Cardi, Like It Like That, Taki Taki, Bickenhead. She did WAP, Legend. Now this is, judging from the person that told me this, so I'm going to say this is an alleged set list, but this is what the person that told me that was actually in attendance at the concert. So shout out to Cardi B. They just said that, everything you're hearing about the concert being whack and 30 people being there is people who were not even there. And they said, I can guarantee you that this concert was fire. So shout out to Cardi B, for putting on a great show for the concert goers. And let's get to this. So Janet Jackson just performed at the Essence Festival to rave reviews. Okay, the 56-year-old Janet Jackson flawlessly moved through her set. And other than the Essence Festival nightly mess up of the mic where the singer is singing and the mic isn't on, other than doing that briefly for about 20 seconds, the show was pretty much flawless. Now, because everyone was tweeting and giving Janet Jackson props, and it happened to me as well because I was saying that, to me, Janet Jackson is still the best living performer. So then, because I was tweeting and praising Queen Janet, here comes all the Beyonce fans. And it just sparked up a debate about Janet Jackson or Beyonce. Now, let's just do this first. First of all, you cannot compare, no matter how great she was, and she was amazing, sounded amazing, looked amazing, dance was amazing, choreography was on point. All right, she still hasn't missed a beat. You can't compare a 56-year-old woman to, what is Beyonce, 40-something, right? You can't compare a 56-year-old woman to a 40-something-year-old woman. You just can't do that. So what I was telling people about was Beyonce in her prime, and Beyonce's not even in her prime anymore. She's either at the tail end of her prime or she's past her prime. But Beyonce in her prime years, let's say her first album, between her first and second album, I'll say her second album was prime. She was still in her 20s, right? If you take Janet Jackson in her 20s and you compare her to Beyonce, like I said, I've seen Janet Jackson 8 times. I've seen Beyonce maybe 4. So I've had enough, of a sample to generalize and pretty much, analyze who's what and what's what and what's better. And Janet Jackson in her prime, okay, she's a better performer than Beyonce, in my opinion. And the first thing that Beyonce fans run to is, oh, Beyonce sounds so much better. Okay, Beyonce's a better singer. She's a better vocalist. I give you that. But that's the first and only thing Beyonce fans can really run to back why she's a better performer than Janet Jackson. She don't dance better. In her prime, she don't dance better. The choreography isn't better. Right? So there's a lot of things that come with a concert to see. It's how good they sound, how good they look, how good the music sounds, right? Then you have to go into their dancing, their stage presence, their stage control. If they ever forget their words, which I've never seen Janet Jackson do, and I have seen Beyonce do. Whether they stumbled, missed a step, how many did they miss? All of those things play a part. And when you do that, and most importantly, how long they perform and how long are you interested? And that has to do with the amount of hits that they have. Janet Jackson just performed for almost 2 hours, and she didn't even do all her hits. I think if they did a show, Beyonce would run out of hits before Janet ran out of hits. And that is a part of it. I give her the vocalist. You got me. If it's all about, if they would just both grab the mic and stood there and nothing else happened, you got me. You got me. That's Beyonce. But that's not what happens during a concert. To me, and to a lot of people who are into music, I had a way better time at a Janet concert than I'm going to have at a Beyonce concert. Beyonce's gonna woe you with the vocals. I get it. But as far as dance tunes, as far as classic records, you know what I'm saying? Rhythm Nation. She's like, what have you done for me lately? Control. These are classic records, all for you. All right with me. What classic record is Beyonce gonna perform when I go see her? What record that is gonna stick forever? What's her Rhythm Nation? Single Ladies? That Wet Your Whistle? You gonna be singing Single Ladies at 70? You gonna be like, oh man, I remember Single Ladies from Beyonce. No. She still doesn't have that signature hit. Crazy Right Now is probably the only one, the closest one. Janet's got about 3 or 4 signature records. That's the Way Love Goes. Records that are going to be timeless records. So, my opinion, you can't compare a 56-year-old Janet Jackson who's been performing since what, 6? And still doing better than 90% of people out there. But in their prime, give me Janet Jackson. And like I said, I've seen enough sample of both of them. Beyonce is amazing. Janet's amazinger. Amazinger. It's not a word, but I just created it. Both women amazing. I hate to have to do this, but y'all force me with the nonsense. In her prime, and in Beyonce's prime, Janet Jackson's a better performer. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Let me know what you think down in the comments about both subjects that we talked about, Cardi B's concert and Beyonce and Janet Jackson. Shout out to both queens. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.